Hey guys, I'm Caleb, and I'm wondering, have you ever been so intimidated by a situation that was so complex that you didn't even bother taking the first step? Let's say you wanted to cook this grand meal and you started getting all the stuff, but you just got overwhelmed by the process and the cleaning afterwards that had to happen. And you ended up going to McDonald's instead. Or maybe you were going to change the oil in your car for the very first time and you felt very excited and determined. But then you did all the research and you found out that it was a very interesting process. So instead, you take your car to the local shop and go pay $90 for an oil change. And I wonder if sometimes we feel the same way about our demographic prayer. Let's say you have a new workmate and they kind of represent that demographic that the church is praying about. And you start to ask a bunch of questions in your head. Am I going to have to learn a new culture? Will I be able to hold a conversation? And so instead of inviting this person, you turn away and you go back to your usual friends and family and relatives, and you just leave that person behind. I believe that Jesus gives us an example of what this looked like in his time. In Luke 14:12-14, Jesus tells his listeners to not invite the ones who would make you comfortable, but rather invite the ones who you usually would not invite, the ones who would maybe make you uncomfortable. Invite the ones with different culture. I believe that Jesus is telling us through this story that we should invite without any expectation of outcome, without any expectation or agenda that they would change or that they would give you anything, but rather to simply invite without any expectation whatsoever. If we want to see this demographic prayer come to life, we must simply do that, invite. But how can we expect this demographic prayer come to life in our church if it doesn't happen in our homes? So I challenge you guys, ask this question: if my life symbolized the table, who sits at it? And who should I invite to represent the demographic of our town? See you guys.